everyone, welcome back to my channel. I've been meaning to try and do some glue testing because the problem I have is I love fabri-fix like most of us do. I think this is probably the most popular glue for us paper crafters because it's a solvent based, therefore it does not warp and wrinkle your paper when you stick them together, especially large pieces. So this is definitely a favourite. It's quick drying. Oh, it's brilliant. But my unfortunate thing is it's probably not an issue for those living in the US or possibly UK. Here and maybe other parts of Asia or the place like that, it's really expensive because it's imported. Therefore, I mean, this is 3 times the price of what I can buy it for on Amazon, for example. Unfortunately, I can't even buy it on Amazon because I can't get it here because it's a flammable liquid. So the problem is, I can get it here, but it's really expensive, as I said. So I've been trying other glues. I've tried Alina's Tacky Glue. I also tried some of the super thick version of the Tacky Glue, which I found was a bit better. I'll show you the difference in a minute. I've also tried this Scotch all-purpose adhesive, which again is a solvent-based glue like the Fabri Tack. Then I also tried, which one did I try? I also tried Adhesive craft glue, which is a water-based and it's very similar to like a PVA. I also tried the Alina's Tacky Glue clear gel. And I tried a hardware store-bought brand. This is Type Bond. I'm not affiliated with any of these brands, by the way. This was from a DIY store. Really cheap. I liked because the sound of it, quick and thick, multi-surface glue, no run, so faster, thicker. I thought this sounded really good. Unfortunately, the actual applicator was a bit wide for me. Didn't get much precision with it, so I bought a ketchup bottle. You can buy these in Daiso. I bought one of these and I filled it with the glue. I just use a pin to keep it from drying up. So I've used all of these, I've tested them. And I unfortunately didn't test them on scrap bits of paper, I tested them on my card making. So start with the best one. The best one is, the best one actually is the Fabri Tack, but I've actually used and stuck that down on one of my cards. So that was by far the best. I mean, it was just completely flat. There was no wrinkling, no warping, nothing. It was brilliant. This one was the second one, which was the original Tacky Glue. So the original Tacky Glue. But the thing I had to do with this was the best way to put adhere glue is in circles. So you're sort of putting it on the surface like this, and then not going all the way right to the edge. You just go a little 1/4 of an inch or 1/8 of an inch in from the edge. You don't get them run out the edge. And then what I did do is I used actually my Mod Podge scraper, leveler, whatever you want to call it, and I smoothed out the surface very quickly before I stuck it down. And that, as you can see, has very little warpage, and I'm very happy with that. So that was good. And the original Tacky Glue is about half the price of the Fabri-fix. So that was a win for me. This next one, which was also probably almost a similar result, was the super thick Tacky Glue. So Tacky Glue for now has done a great job for me, great. This one was the Type Bond. This was the third best. A little bit more warpage you can see here. Although it wasn't, it didn't go wrinkly. And this is card fixed onto paper, by the way. That was my biggest test really, but there is a little bit of warpage. So if I was going to stick that onto a card, I would definitely go back to the Fabri-fix to try and flatten that out. This one wasn't a great result. Look at all that warpage and bending. This was the Daiso, which I kind of expected really. It's really cheap, and you know, again, these glues, I'm not saying they're not good glues. They'd probably be great for small pieces, tags, things like that, but on big, larger pieces of paper onto paper or paper onto card, this is what happens. This one was my worst disappointment actually, because I actually thought this was going to be similar to the Fabri-Fix, and I didn't really read the back properly because it's still a water-based glue. It's not a solvent-based glue, so of course it's still going to have that warping, but this was the worst. Look at this. I mean, it just completely warped and bent and everything else. So I wouldn't use this for larger pieces. I'll still use this. I'll use it on smaller pieces, on tags and things like that. Pockets, because it is still a very good quick drying glue. Again, half the price to the Fabri-Fix here. So that was my little test, and I just wanted to share that with you. So out of my test of, I did 6, because I did 5, these 5 and the one with Fabri-Fix. Fabri-Fix was the best for large pieces. Then Aleni's Tacky Glue, the original, and the super thick were also really good. Dazo, not so great. Tribon, not so great for the paper on paper. Again, they probably have other good purposes. That one, unfortunately for me, on a large piece of paper was the worst performing. So there you go, my tip of the day. Thanks for watching.